What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Burnout Brighter. We are going to be talking all about Gran Turismo 7. I've spent a bunch of time with the game and I'm going to give you my thoughts and impressions all about it. But first off, I just wanted to say a huge thank you to PlayStation Canada for providing us with a review copy of the game. We appreciate it very, very much. Now, a bit of background for myself. I have never played a Gran Turismo game before. I messed with a bunch of racing games when I was younger, played a lot of Need for Speed Underground, played a lot of Burnout, and I've kind of taken a step back away from racing games for the last little while. There had been nothing really that really grabbed my attention. Now, I started playing racing games again with Forza Horizon 5, which just came out last year. We have a review on that on channel as well. It felt like Fast and the Furious. It was big, it was bombastic, it was loud, and I loved my time with it. So coming to Gran Turismo 7 really feels like a completely different experience. Obviously, we're talking track racing. It's not the same kind of experience as Forza Horizon, and I've never played motorsport, so I can't compare it to that. But what I love about Gran Turismo 7 is how quiet and almost mindful it is. It really is an experience for people who truly love cars. I myself am not a massive car aficionado, but I loved spending my time with it and just actually learning about it. When we learned more about Gran Turismo 7 at the State of Play, I was kind of like, I'm really not going to spend much time at the cafe. I don't really care about cars. But I found myself genuinely being interested in what the game was telling me and what it was trying to teach me. The sections never felt too long. I felt like they were a perfect bite-sized experience to let you learn a little bit about the history of cars while also just, gearing you up for what comes next. The driving itself feels fantastic, but it does have a pretty decent learning curve. I spent a ton of time on the license tests just trying to learn how to take corners properly, and then everything just kind of eventually clicked. There were some races that I just destroyed the competition, and then I hit a certain point where I just started to get my butt handed to me, and it really did take me stepping back, going to the licensing exams, and just learning how to control the car in a different way. And once that happened and everything just kind of clicked in my mind, I was off to the races. I was having a great time with the game. The DualSense feels fantastic. You can really feel the different terrains that you're driving on. Going from a regular track to off-roading it on dirt and on gravel, you can really feel the difference in the way that the car handles, and depending on which car you're using as well, also makes a significant difference. The DualSense implementation in this game is fantastic. It is so much fun to actually just feel the way that you're driving. It's really, really well implemented. The game itself has a lot going for it. There's a ton of cars to unlock. There's a bunch of different maps. Photo mode is huge. There's so many different places that you can kind of put your car in and take some beautiful looking pictures. I haven't messed with the online modes too much, but I do hear that they're solid and that people are enjoying them quite a bit. Now, the game also looks fantastic. It is beautiful. There were certain moments where I was driving with the sun coming down and just the rays and just the general feel of it all just felt incredible. It is a stunning piece of tech and it looks fantastic. The load times are great. I personally had zero tech issues whatsoever, no frame drops, no issues at all with my time with the game. Now, there are issues with Gran Turismo 7. It is a grindy game. Now, I would play for 3 to 4 to 5 hour periods at a time, and there was a really declining amount of points that you were getting back. And I felt like I was never really encouraged to try and get as many different cars as possible. I would get the cars that the cafe missions would tell me to do, but then outside of that, a lot of the times, the cars in the used car section or in the new car section just felt like they cost too much for me to be able to purchase without really worrying about them, especially given how I was spending a ton of points upgrading my cars and making sure that I had the right car for the next race, because those tuning features can really make a massive difference. I really do feel that needs to be addressed moving forward for this game to continue to be successful, because the rewards economy needs to be tweaked. You need to be getting more points, or the general cost of everything needs to come down, because there are certain times when you just don't have enough points and you're stuck grinding races a few times over to be able to get enough points to do what you need to do to move forward. I do really hope that this is something that gets addressed in future patches, because it is the biggest stumbling block for Gran Turismo 7. The rest of the game feels fantastic. The driving feels great. There's so much here for people who truly love cars to dig into the history behind them and to learn about the way that these cars came into fruition and the stories around them. But the rewards economy needs to be fixed. So that is my thoughts on Gran Turismo 7. It is a fantastic game. There's a lot to love here, but be warned that it is currently at least a grind fest. So just know that before you get into it. It is available on PS4 and PS5. And I did play on PS5. Again, I had no technical issues whatsoever. Once again, big shout out to PlayStation Canada for providing us with a review code for Gran Turismo 7. We appreciate it very much. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, share, click on that bell so you're notified when new stuff comes up, because there's going to be a lot coming very, very soon. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace out.